You know what, Lois? When you were talking about that sale at TJ Maxx just now, I came up with an idea.
Here are the top 10 untold truths about food at TJ Maxx. While it may be known more as a department store, don't underestimate the available grocery options. That would surely be a mistake.
This letter from TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx relies on FOMO.
About this, Amy, you have an unhealthy fear of missing out on work. You have FOMO.
How many times have you gone into a store to get your hands on a new product only to find the shelves empty? This has probably made you think that the product was really good and worth all the hype. I mean, if it's gone so quick, it has to be good, right? Well, that's exactly how TJ Maxx runs its stores, on FOMO. FOMO, or fear of missing out, describes the feeling of wanting to be part of something before it's over or gone, and TJ Maxx uses this technique to its advantage.
I'm missing the cook-off! It's going on right now and I'm missing it!
How do they do it exactly? By sourcing limited quantities of ordinary products to make sure customers come back for more every time. Since you can never be sure when or if it'll be restocked, chances are you'll buy it right away. When your favorite items regularly run out, it also puts pressure on you to visit the store often, just to see when it'll be back in stock. By visiting the store, you'll most likely come across some brand new products, inevitably making you buy more. But more often than not, those exclusive products usually end up getting restocked. So if your hands are already full, don't worry too much. It'll come back one day, probably sooner than later.
Sooner would be better than later.
Specifically designed for TJ Maxx.
Yes, it's a very special piece.
A lot of stores have their own in-house brands, like Costco with Kirkland and Walmart with George. All those products are sold only at their respective stores and can't be found anywhere else. But at TJ Maxx, every single item is specially designed just for them. Sure, you can find the occasional generic brand, but usually the shelves are stocked with brands who choose to do business with TJ Maxx exclusively. The store wants top quality, whether it be clothing or food, so they choose their partners carefully.
I got this Italian leather beauty for way less at TJ Maxx, which is good business.
The food aisle at TJ Maxx is typically hidden in a random aisle in the home decor section and can be easy to overlook. But once you lay an eye on every unique and special item they sell, you'll probably end up spending extra time browsing through the endless one-of-a-kind products. So while the clothing and other departments do stock overstock or unsold items, the food department is typically filled with specifically made items of the highest quality.
Just quality. Quality all the way.
The items are random on purpose.
Just seems so random.
Since TJ Maxx carries a lot of unique items and runs on what can be described as a treasure hunt shopping experience, sometimes the food products they sell can seem a little random and kind of weird. So random, in fact, that some people have even questioned if TJ Maxx wasn't just coming up with fake products to create a buzz. But it turns out these items are random on purpose. Again, it's all about the feeling of exclusivity. After all, you're not going to run down to a TJ Maxx to buy a regular jar of jam. That's what grocery stores are for. No, you go down to TJ Maxx to get that specific rare jar of jam that you can't find anywhere else.
It's peanut butter jelly time! Peanut butter jelly time!
If you stock items that are hard to find anywhere else and you stock them in a limited fashion, it creates a sense of scarcity. So by supplying singular and weird items, it pushes people into wanting to give the products a try, seeing how scarce the stock looks. A regular jar of marinara on a shelf isn't going to entice someone to buy it right away. However, 5 bottles of beautifully packaged truffle-infused olive oil will certainly make a passerby stop and at least consider making a purchase.
You're gonna buy it.
Healthy and organic.
I also only eat local, organic produce.
When going to TJ Maxx, you probably wouldn't expect to find good food, let alone healthy and organic food. But believe it or not, TJ Maxx offers a wide variety of fun, hard-to-find specialty grocery items. Think hemp seeds, kale chips, and bags of spirulina. This is everything you could possibly need to fill your gluten-free, dairy-free keto snack list. The best part? Everything is at a lower price than you would normally find in your local supermarket and tastes way better.
Wait,
Way better.
We all know how expensive a healthy diet can be, so at TJ Maxx, you don't have to compromise anything, not even dark chocolate. From organic dried fruit to chia seed gel, you can be sure to find the best of the best. TJ Maxx is also one of Whole Foods' biggest rivals when it comes to trendy, uber-healthy products, so your products will always be the best quality possible. Plus, the specialty health and organic foods at TJ Maxx are often up to speed with anything you'll find on your Instagram feed. That means you can keep up with the latest health trends without having to pay a ridiculous amount of money for it.
You sure you're not spending too much money?
Cheaper than elsewhere.
I mean, it was literally cheaper.
It's no secret that TJ Maxx has some of the lowest prices on the market. Thankfully, this also applies to their food products. While yes, some items at TJ Maxx can sometimes be found at other retailers, no one sells them cheaper than they do. This is possible thanks to a very practical and smart way of buying. TJ Maxx usually buys merchandise in large quantities, but since they don't like to sell a lot of the same particular product, they'll ask for the cases to be a mix of other products. That way, they can still benefit from the bulk pricing discounts while keeping their quantities of specific flavors within their limits. TJ Maxx is then able to pass down their savings to the customers.
The sooner we can start making a profit.
Also, the store prides itself on its simple and modest shopping experience. Nothing too fancy is to be expected, just some high-quality products. A lean, no-frills way of working helps pass spectacular savings on to the customer, TJ Maxx explains. So don't expect fancy extras in the stores, just amazing merchandise at fantastic prices. So if you enjoy buying quality food for a good price, you know where to go.
You know I exclusively shop at TJ Maxx.
Exclusive in store.
How exclusive are we talking? Super exclusive?
Super duper exclusive.
In this day and age, buying online has become one of the easiest ways to shop. You no longer need to leave your house. All you need to do is click a button and boom, anything you could ever want can be delivered right to your door. Well, almost anything. If you were hoping to get your hands on some artisanal spicy mustard from TJ Maxx by buying it online, we're sorry to say that it looks like you're going to have to make the trip down to the store. No food is sold on their website, not even a single bag of sea salt.
Where's the food? Where's the food? Where's the food?
Even though you can purchase just about anything on the website, from discounted designer purses to pots and pans, the food is off limits. It's kind of like TJ Maxx's way to remain mysterious and promote the scarcity factor, which kind of makes sense since you'll be more tempted to purchase more when you're physically in the store, especially since you know that you won't be able to find it online. What's the point of being exclusive in store if it's all online anyway, right? By not selling its food selections on its website, TJ Maxx continues to play hard to get and ensures a constant rotation in its store inventory, which keeps them essential and relevant. To find your favorite food items, you will have to visit the messy shelves and hope there's still something left.
Nothing left. Nothing left.
There are a lot of gourmet items.
That's gourmet cooking for you.
We've talked about how TJ Maxx carries a lot of healthy and organic foods for low prices, but it turns out the real bang for your buck lies in the gourmet food section. If you're planning to throw a really fancy cocktail party, or you simply want to buy something new and different, TJ Maxx has got you covered with pretty much everything. You want some specialty snacks? You can go with gourmet chocolates, pecan praline cookies, and even crunchy dark chocolate biscotti. Not a sweet tooth? Worry not, you can go as salty as you want with the insane selection of gourmet popcorn. Seriously, there are so many popcorn types. It's basically its own separate category of snack. With lime fresco or black truffle popcorn, your movie nights will never be boring.
Popcorn! It's the red hot popcorn!
Other salty snacks, such as peanut butter pretzels and habanero salsa, are also pretty cheap and pretty delicious. You can pretty much find some of the best bargain prices on gourmet and specialty foods, including Manuka honey, truffle salt, and super cheap caviar. Of course, your spice shelf will also be upgraded with exotic blends and unique herbs offered at TJ Maxx. From fun-shaped pasta to designer cake mixes, you'll encounter some high-end items at excellent prices. That's guaranteed.
No, I got it at TJ Maxx, $4.
Specialty coffee can be found.
I'm a litigious businessman, and I need a coffee to go.
Every coffee lover knows just how much a coffee addiction can become expensive. Those morning and afternoon cups of coffee can add up to quite the bill, so you're always better off making your own at home. If you're a fan of Starbucks or Dunkin' but don't want to spend a fortune on pricey store-bought coffee beans, look no further. You can now get your caffeine fix from your local TJ Maxx. It's the perfect place to find deals on popular coffee brands and K-cup varieties. TJ Maxx carries all of your favorite brands at some steep discounts, along with a few other unique coffee finds.
What flavor coffee is that?
There are entire shelves dedicated to bags of beans and flavored syrups to make sure your latte experience is as authentic as possible. From cinnamon roll to banana nut bread to pumpkin spice, TJ Maxx has something for every taste. But that's not even the best part. If you're a fan of Disney's specialty Joffrey blends that are served across Disney properties, well, are you in luck? Ever since Disney parks closed due to the pandemic, the hot beverages were MIA. However, they have now been spotted at TJ Maxx on the West Coast. The only thing missing from this amazing store now is a visit from Mickey himself.
With Disney and Mickey Mouse, you remember all that?
There are so many must-try items.
You should try it.
You should try it.
Obviously, everything at TJ Maxx is worth trying. With so many individual and delicious options, it can be hard to pick which ones you should prioritize. Because let's face it, if we could, we'd buy the whole store and call it a day. But since we can't do that, we need to know what food items are the absolute best at TJ Maxx. To start off, all the gourmet items are a must-try. Whether it's the infused oils or the sweet snacks, everything on those shelves needs to be on your next grocery list.
Well, which one should we buy?
TJ Maxx also has some killer sodas, water, and specialty drinks, like bottles of Effervescent, a sparkling lemonade drink in pink and blood orange flavor, along with some skinny syrups to add that extra flavor to your sparkling water. TJ Maxx is known to sell designer bottled waters, like Norwegian Voss water that comes in a glass bottle, and imported sparkling waters. When it comes to breakfast, you're likely to find unusual jams, as well as imported options that can leave Smucker's grape and strawberry jellies looking rather ordinary. There are some Swedish lingonberry preserves and even bottles of apricot jam. If you want only high-quality honey and syrup, this is a good place to start.
When I worked at TJ Maxx, let's go.
Vendors are kept top secret.
This is a secret. Do you understand me?
TJ Maxx is definitely one of the most underrated successful stores out there. It's a competitor to watch out for, mostly because of its unique offerings and crazy deals. Every other retail department store and even grocery store should take a page or two out of TJ Maxx's playbook. However, none of them can. Why? Because TJ Maxx keeps its recipe for success very well hidden. In order to stay on top of their game and keep their advantage, TJ Maxx is always looking for new items that are going to draw people to their stores. But how they find these funky, innovative brands is kept hush-hush. TJ Maxx insists on keeping their sourcing information private, and they guard this like the Colonel guards the secret of the 11 herbs and spices. Sure, it would be nice if every other store offered the same kind of deals, but how would that benefit TJ Maxx if everyone knew how they made their business work?
And mind your own damn business.
But TJ Maxx does stay pretty transparent about how it acquires its inventory, saying they take advantage of opportunities like department store order cancellations, manufacturers producing too much product, or closeout deals at the end of a season. But those are the only facts they're willing to divulge.
Something else? Something else? I don't know what this is.
Got a TJ Maxx favorite buy? Let us know. And tap or click on another great video, hit that subscribe button, and remember to ring that notification bell.